So now we have a Google account, and let's have a look at the sort of things you can do. If you haven't got a Google account yet, go and have a look at this video, this link on screen now. That tells you how to set one up. And as I've said, with each Google account comes a Gmail address, and it's entirely up to you whether you want to use that or not. You might use a different email, but you get it anyway. But there are other things, and how we get the other things in our Google account is this sort of 9 square cubes. I call it the Rubik's Cube. Over here, if you click on this, it opens up various things you could use, and there's even more if you click on more. The thing we're going to look at now is Google Drive. We're going to actually look at Google Docs, which we could go directly to with that icon, but I'm going to go to Google Drive because the drive is the thing that contains your documents. So we're going to have a look at Google Docs. Now on the left hand side here you've got My Drive, Show Folders and Files Shared with Me. I haven't got anything shared with me. This is a brand new account I'm using to demonstrate. This is an empty Google Drive at the moment, so let's create a new file. I click on New, and we can create a few things. A folder. We can upload files. You can actually upload Microsoft Word documents and edit them in Google Docs. You can upload a whole folder of documents, and then we have Google Documents, Google Sheets, Spreadsheets, Google Slides, which is kind of PowerPoint, and various other things. But for the time being, we're going to create a Google document. And there we have our Google document. It's just like any word processor. It has all the typical things: bold, italic, font size, font colors, all that kind of stuff. And first of all, I'm going to click over here, Untitled Document, and give it a title. And then I'm going to type some text in here. Now we can do the things that you've always been able to do in word processors. For instance, we can print it if we've got a printer attached. This is edited online, but you can also make your documents editable offline too. You don't have to save a document in Google Documents. That was saved as I typed that, so there's no more sort of having it crash or forgetting to save. It's just saved as you do it. Over here on File, there's some interesting stuff. Particularly I want to show you, we can download the document, and we can download it as a Microsoft Word document. So you could have the document to send to a friend who has the Microsoft software. Whether you have or not makes no difference. You can download it as a PDF, but I'm just showing you the compatibility between this. This is a full-on word processor. The really interesting thing about this is you can actually collaborate on this document with friends. So if I click on Share, we could actually publish it on the internet so anybody could read it. If we enter an address, an email address of a friend, they can either edit it or they're allowed to comment on it without making any changes, or they can simply view it. So there's a range of options. I'm going to share this document with a friend to edit it, and you'll see that other person can type from about 30 miles away from where I am now, and it'll come up in this document magically. So let me enter my friend's email address in there. I can add a note. And then we send that. Should receive an invitation to join this document, and we'll be able to collaborate on the document, which would be fantastic if it was a funding bid or even some creative writing or whatever. And now you can see on screen that first line of text that I typed, and you saw how I sent an invite out to Cheryl to collaborate on the document. Now I'm going to put my hands in shot here so you can see that I'm not actually typing anything. And now Cheryl, all the way from Rio de Janeiro, is typing in something remotely. Now that could be several people. I said Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, okay, she's in Teesdale. Quite amazing what you can do with this stuff. So you can see how great a tool it is for collaboration. Just 2 lines in there, but you could have several people working on quite a big document. One little thing I haven't shown you yet is you can, for instance, select a piece of text or a whole sentence, and then you can comment on it. Go up here to the comments box, and you can enter a comment on that word or that sentence. And that comment is associated with that piece of text. And so the next time the collaborator logs on, they'll see that comment and they can fix it, and they can actually do something about. So if it was a typo or something, then they could fix it. Or it could just be a general comment on the style of the writing or whatever. And you can see from this screen that you can have a whole conversation about the topic that you're collaborating on. So you can see what a great tool it is for collaboration, but even just to use on your own, it's a great tool, and it's absolutely free. I'll tell you more about this in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.